Hey guys, it is Yvonne Daniels here again this evening on episode 10, and tonight we're going to talk about award ceremonies. Okay, you finally get the call. Your scholar has gotten the notification that they are the winners of a scholarship that you guys have been applying for and waiting to hear back from. It comes with some instructions. Not only are they congratulating you for winning the scholarship or being a finalist in the scholarship, they're also sending you instructions on how to proceed after that fact. And usually it's going to be with you attending some sort of award ceremony, and it's usually going to be mandatory. So I'm going to share a few tips with you tonight because although you did win that scholarship, there are some things that you need to do to make sure that that scholarship money is able to get to where it needs to be, and that's where we want it to be there when you are at the start of your next year's studies there at college, wherever you're going to go. Right. So, of course, you're going to be notified that you've been accepted as a finalist or awardee of a scholarship that's given by a particular sponsor. And the next thing they're going to do is they're going to ask you to attend an award ceremony, whether it be a luncheon or a dinner or a tea or wherever it is that they want to be able to tell the world that they are giving you this money, because they're usually going to be a nonprofit organization or some type of foundation or some type of organization, and they need to be able to show that they are giving away the monies in a public sort of way. And usually that's just how that goes. And that's just if you know about this type of thing, that's normal. That's what they do. So you get the call. You're told that you gotta attend this award ceremony, and what they're gonna do next is they're going to encourage you to have all your friends and family come to watch you grab this gracious award. They're gonna have present opportunities for you to be able to have ads in their journal, sell boosters, ads, or things to help people congratulate you in their journal, so that you will have a keepsake. And that's also a great thing if that's something that we're going to do. But I want to talk to you about what the purpose of what you're doing is for, and how you can keep things in perspective. Okay, we want to be we want to be excited, but we also want to be strategic. We're not there to be sentimental. Strategy is the name of the game. I always say from the 9th grade on, you should have a scholarship strategy, and accepting your awards, accepting the scholarships is a part of that scholarship strategy that needs to be kept in the forefront of your mind. So just in the whole string of this what we're going through, just understand you're there to receive money, not to spend a ton to receive money. Okay. Be practical. I recommend that where they're going to encourage you to bring your family members to see this event, which is probably going to be one of many. If you are a student of mine, or somebody who I've been mentoring and applying to hundreds of scholarship applications, as many as you find yourself eligible for, this will not be the last time that you are celebrated in this way. So I'm going to give you some things to hope you can follow along with, not just for this one, but those to come in the future. Because remember, we don't stop applying for scholarships until you walk across that stage with your degree in hand. Okay. I recommend sending one family member. Usually you're going to get your ticket will be free to the ceremony, and you may get one complimentary ticket. I would ride on that, me personally, right? Because again, these opportunities are great, but they're usually held at these fantastic venues that are really fancy, and it costs a lot. So they're going to encourage you to sell tickets. They would prefer you to sell as many tickets as you can, but you have to keep in mind that if you're going to pick up a scholarship check in the amount of $500, $1,000, even $5,000, you don't want to be selling all these tickets that could be upwards of $150 to $200, because let's just say, for example, you're given a scholarship $4,000. You want to bring your mom, your dad, maybe your grandma, maybe your siblings, so they can look up to have something to look up to as they see you working your way through this college application process and finding out ways to pay for it. So you want all these people to be able to be there to celebrate you. But just think about it. Let's just say that the tickets are $200 each. So that's your mom, your dad, your grandma, and a sibling. That's four people. That's $800, right? 2 times 4 is $800. You may be going to pick up $1,000. Does that make sense? It doesn't, because at the end of the day, you've walked away with $200 towards your education. That's not a good idea. They're going to ask you to sell journal ads, and that's nice, right? But remember, the name of the game is to get the scholarship. And I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm going to catch any flack for this, because I do belong to a few professional organizations who do give out scholarships, and we do have to sell tickets to these luncheons or these ceremonies where we distribute these scholarships, or we let the students know that they've been selected, and it is encouraged that they have people come to join in this celebration. But I have to stay true to who I am, and who I am is somebody who kind of steers students in how to pay for college, and it's just counterproductive to go to pick up a scholarship but bring 10 people along with you, and now the money that you've gotten is absorbed by how much money you guys put out to go pick up that money. Make sense? We don't want to do that. We don't, as the kids say, we don't want to hustle backwards. That just doesn't make any sense to me. And again, these organizations do have to fill these spaces, but please understand, when you go get your scholarship, usually the bigger the event, there are so many other people being awarded. There are adults in the room that are getting their awards. The organization a lot of times will not just be giving you a scholarship. A lot of times they'll be, awarding professionals in the area where they're serving, or people they want to recognize in different types of areas, not just the students who are there to share in the day. So don't take it upon yourself, to feel like you have to fill their room. And again, if you do want to sell boosters or get somebody to put an ad in the paper, not the paper, but the journal, that's recommended, but don't go overboard. You don't need a bunch of full page ads in this journal. You just don't. Remember, if you can get a bunch of people to come show up and pay $200 to see you get that award, I think it's a much better idea to wait on that person. And when you have your graduation party, which will be in a couple of months, right? That same money that they would have spent to watch you go grab an award for $1,000, $1,500, $5,000, that money would be much better spent if they were to give you that gift or money in the form of a gift, so that you can help, put things in your dorm room that you may need, buy some supplies, buy books, or put it toward that tuition. Tuition is right around the corner. And although you should have gotten, we're in the end of March, we're close, nearing the end of March. If you haven't gotten your financial award letters, you'll be getting them soon. And to some people, they'll come as quite a shock. And you'll need to find ways to pay for college. So we're not going to be spending all our money trying to, get caught up in the emotions of having people come out to celebrate you. Want to be celebrated? Help me get to college. We don't want to have to do GoFundMes. No. We want to work hard, be strategic, be diligent, and look for scholarships. Use our brains, use your GPA, use your talents to put the work in. Go find this money, so we're not asking people to give it to us. Now, if you want to come to an award, a party, a graduation party, and bring a gift, that's wonderful. It's a great idea to sow into a student's future, but we don't want to be stuck doing GoFundMes, especially if you spent money foolishly or frivolously along the way. So please keep that in mind. Okay, it's scholarship season. It's award ceremony season. You're going to be confronted. If you've done your job and you put in the work to apply for these scholarships, you should be getting some notifications pretty soon if you haven't already. If you've already done this scholarship application route, you've already been picking up some awards, you know what I'm talking about. Correct that. If you must bring people and their ticket is not free, I suggest this time you bring your mom. She's your plus one, especially if the ticket has to be paid for. Next time you bring your dad. Next time you bring your grandma. Next time you bring, stagger them. Everybody don't have to show up every time you go pick up some money. Mm-mm. We don't have to do that. Everyone's going to celebrate you at the end of the year if that's what's going to happen. And if not, you're still not going to have to bring all these people together to watch you go pick up a check. You're going to be gracious for that check, but you're not going to absorb the whole check and having an audience there to clap for you. Believe me, there'll be plenty of people in that room clapping for you. They'll be happy for you. You don't need to bring your whole crew. So we're not going to do that, right? Right? If you have any questions about what I'm saying, please put them in the chat. We'll be more diligent about answering the chat. I'm going to ask that you guys continue to support us in the Facebook group. Those of you who did not come through our Facebook group, we have a wonderful Facebook group called Black, Brown, and HBCU Bound. It's 30,000 members strong. I often wonder why with 30,000 members, we don't have 30,000 subscribers in our podcast. And I wish you guys would come on over and subscribe. We do need to grow, and we need YouTube to know that we have people who are looking for our information. And I want to tell you guys, we have some information. We have podcasts. We have some guests lined up that I really think that you guys are going to be happy to see. It's going to be sort of like an update or a reunion. I can give you a hint. It'll be 3 people. The reason why I can't announce it yet is because we have them all signed on to want to do this, but they're in different parts of the country and they're not able to solidify one specific time or a particular time where we can come on and do one interview. I don't want to interview them in piecemeal. I'd like them to all 3 come on, because how we know them is in a 3. They're a trio. They're a duo plus 1, but they're a trio. And that might be enough of a hint. I don't want to go any further because I don't want to give it away, and I have a habit of giving things away. I don't know how to keep things to myself. I like to share, but I'm going to stop there when it comes to that. But please continue to look for us to bring you information. I can tell you we do have 2 interesting guests coming up. One is going to be focusing on those who are in situations where they have IEPs currently in high school, or families that have students with IEPs or 504 accommodations. We have a professional coming on to talk about the things that you can do to prepare yourself or your student so that while they're in high school, or even if they're at the age right now where they're getting ready to go to school very soon, things that you can do to put your student in a position where they're positioned for success. As we know, the protections that they have in high school, they're great, and you need to be able to setting up some things so that once they step on that college campus, they have their accommodations set and working towards that. So we're going to have an interesting guest coming on. I think that I announced it in the Facebook group, so look to that. If you haven't, just keep looking. I'm going to keep rehashing those promotional things to let you know those dates are coming up. And also in the next couple of days, or next coming days rather, we have 2 guests that will be on simultaneously. They're talking about students who are aging out of the foster care system and college bound, and some of the things that they're eligible for to help them with their education. That's one of the people who we're going to be interviewing. And the person who's also going to be in that same interview will be a woman who does a wonderful thing. Somebody posted something about her in our group not too long ago, but she's got this great nonprofit organization where she gives scholarships for students who are coming out of the foster care system going into college, where she helps them, the selected students that she's able to bless. She is going to be outfitting their dorm rooms. So she's also a blessing to many. So I'm excited about the next couple of weeks, and I'm hoping you'll join us. If you know of anybody who has an IEP or a student who is needing to have those things in place, please join us. If you don't, please join us. You may learn something that you can pass on to other people. Each one teach one. And we really would love it if you'd share the word. Like I said in earlier videos, if you like the vibe, please subscribe. If you didn't come through our Facebook group, just know that we are 30,000 members strong. We're very active. The group members who are regularly contributing to the peer discussions. They're able to share so much in information. So if you are on your way to an HBCU, or you're a current student or an alumni of one of our illustrious HBCUs, please join us. You can find us on Facebook at Black, Brown, and HBCU Bound. And also tell a friend. We could use subscribers. I'm going to keep bugging y'all about subscribers, because for YouTube to continue to push us out, or to begin to push us out more, they need to know that people want to hear from us. So there you have it. That has been episode 10. We're enjoying ourselves here. We hope that we're bringing you information that you can use. If you guys know of anything that you'd like to see, please put it in the chat. If you have any questions about what I'm talking about, especially when it comes to award ceremony, because that's a tough one. They're going to put a little bit of pressure on you, talking about selling tickets and put them in the chat. We'll talk about it. If you see anybody or know anybody that you'd like us to interview on the podcast, as always, we would be willing to investigate that. And keep being active. We're very thankful that you're here, and we need you to be able to help us with all the people in the group that have all those questions. So thanks again for tuning in. It is Yvonne Daniels for the second time, I guess. And I'll see you next time. Okay, take care.